Hello, so hi everyone. Please feel free to interact with me during the whole process, and I also encourage every you to send a message through this chat box on the right hand side. So if you can see or hear me, please text me something to let me know that everything's going well. Okay, all good. Okay, thank you very much, Kevin. So, first of all, thank you very much for coming to my live streaming channel and support me. This is Daisy from Nocoly. It's very nice to meet you guys on Tuesday night. This is the first time we begin to do live streaming program on YouTube, and you're very much welcome to our episode 1. So, in the first episode, we're going to teach you how to build a talent management system to manage your recruitment process for a company. And we don't require you have any prior knowledge or user experience on HAP, because this time we're really going to start everything step by step in a very slow pace, and wish you can, if you happen to sit near your laptop, I really encourage you to take out your laptop and work it on me. And before we really start, I also want to do a little bit background information, just in case not everyone here are familiar with HAP or Nocoly. So, um, to begin with, Nocoly is our brand name, and with HAP being the core product, we dedicate to provide professional IT solutions to help business streamline their business process and save time, money, human resource, etc., etc. As suggested by its name, Nocoly suggests a totally new way to construct core business management system for corporate without any coding language. With HAP as the tool, not only a company's IT personnel can help construct core business system, but we can also let core business department personnel to get involved in the process of building the right system for them for everyday working. So previously, we have already published other learning materials for users to learn by themselves, such as Nocoly HAP help document to provide detailed instructions on how to use the product. And we also keep the habit of holding on-site training camps in Asia on a monthly basis to give instruction face-to-face. And now we're getting more and more international users, so we find out maybe it's time for us to create more learning materials for the international users to learn. Although it can be a little bit hard for us to meet in person, we still want to share our experience on using the HAP as a tool and take really good care of you. So that's pretty much it about why we want to go live streaming and why we choose to do it every Tuesday night on YouTube. About the content of this program, we wish to spare 30 minutes on Tuesday night every week to share some very useful tips based on real business materials and real business scenarios that can repeatedly apply by corporate users to their business. So please feel free to interact with me during the whole process by sending comments during the live streaming or contact us afterwards through our official website. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so in our episode 1, we want to help you build a talent management system from zero. Why we choose this topic? Because human resource department of a company usually have multiple channels for collecting resumes, including recruitment, websites, the companies' official website, headhunting companies, internal referrals, and more. However, resumes collected from different channels are stored in different places, which can cause inconvenience for resume distribution and subsequent data analysis. And on this Tuesday, on our episode 1, we will use Nocoly HAP to quickly set up an application to help you solve the above issues. Okay, so the core functions involved in this episode are creating applications from zero, leveraging AI to help us generate forms, enabling and using public release functions, generating public release links with parameters, and more. Okay, so to begin with, you have to go to our Nocoly website. And I already opened for you for today's demonstration. If you want to try all by yourself, you can actually type nocoly.com, and here you find us. Okay, so as a new user, if you have an account, you can log in with your own account. But if you're a totally new user who doesn't have much experience on our product, you have to register a new account, and then you are working on it by using either your email address or telephone number. Okay, since I'm already a current user of the product, I'm just logging in with my own account. This is how it looks like inside, and this is we call it like a starting point. Every day we open Nocoly to start working on it. So first of all, we're going to the application section, and from here I already built existing product for our today's exercise, but we're not going to use it currently. We're going to create one from blank. Okay, since as I frequently mention, we doesn't have any prerequisite for you. We don't expect you to have prior knowledge on HAP. So if you are a new user, I strongly recommend you to work on your laptop and trying to follow me along my demonstration. So the first step is to create from blank. If you okay, just give it for now. And here you are navigated to a panel where you can adjust the theme color of your application. You can change the navigation color from here, choose a suitable icon that can let people that is intuitive for your usage. Since today I'm going to build a talent management for my company, I'm just going to choose a character that represents people. Maybe this is great. And I will choose maybe purple as my theme color. And more importantly, I'm going to change the name of my application into Talent Management System. Okay, and this will be our starting point. And after you set up your own application, you will find out that if we clicking, there's nothing inside, right? Because this will be our starting point. We haven't added anything yet. Since we're adding things from scratch, I'm going to build our first worksheet of today, and that is application information. Okay, after I set up a totally new worksheet, you will be automatically navigated to this internal design panel to design your worksheet. You can simply drag and drop to add a new section or new file. That's what we call for this project. And then you click Save and go backward. This is your very first worksheet that will help you do the work. And let's go back and keep adding it. Okay, remember what I mentioned in the case background? We assume we are HR within a company, but if I am totally new to this area, how I'm going to construct application information that's actually work? We can use AI suggestion to help us design the whole worksheet. For example, I wish so in this chat box, you just use your natural language to tell AI your requirement, and it will help you generate a series of files, and you can decide whether to use it by click or unclick the boxes. So here I'm just going to say, help me construct a worksheet to include application information in a human resource department. And I click it and see what can it get me. Okay, these are all the results that AI generated for me. Let's go check it one by one to see if it fits our requirement. Okay, so the first one, application name, definitely. Application email, definitely. Telephone number, yes. Position applying for, maybe not. Years of experience, yes. Education level, definitely. Skill set, maybe not. Previous employer, previous job title, previous employment duration. I think normally a candidate would include all this kind of information in their resume, right? So I'm not going to tick the box for now. CV attachment, that is really crucial. Okay, so interview schedule, interview day, no. Okay, that's pretty much it. I confirmed to add 6 fields that AI generate for me into my worksheet that is called application information. Okay, so I click add. This is what I get. Since we already have a duplicate text box that's to restore the applicant's name, I'm going to delete the first one. And I set application name as the title field, and I go exam whether this is the worksheet that contains everything I want, and I try to add or delete or revise. So basically, in the interface are divided into 3 sections. The middle section occupies the largest space because this is the worksheet canvas where you can easily see how is your current worksheet looks like. And from the left-hand side column, you can add all these boxes according to your requirement on this worksheet by simply drag and drop. Okay. And for the right-hand side column, this is the column that enable you to customize a single field. For example, if I click in the text box that called applicant name, I can roll down and see what kind of customization I can do to this text box. For example, by clicking the required box, I'm actually making this text box a mandatory field that every applicant must fill in before they submit. If they don't fill their application name, I refuse the subsequent transactions. Okay, so I'm going to check if there's more configuration I want to do to this text box. For example, mandatory validation on right, probably no duplicate values, maybe no character limit, restrict input format, etc. And you can also by clicking the width adjust how the text box looks like. And currently I want applicant name to appear in the first row and alone. So I'm not going to do any more adjustment on this text box. I decide to move on. Email, that's really crucial. That's one of the ways that we're going to contact the potential candidate. So I definitely want them to fill such information. And application phone number, I want to add number. Okay, default value, landline. Years of experience, education level, PhD, high school, bachelor degree, master degree, and in here you will find out that by talking to AI, it's not only generate the suitable fields for you for this worksheet, it also generate the possible options you might want to put for under a single option. So I'm not going to change this one. This works pretty well. And CV attachment, this must be required. Okay, no CV, no submission. And applicant, I might want to add another box that can let them fill in the reference attachment. Okay, I think it's rather simple compared to the real cases, but it definitely works. Okay, so currently I'm going to save and go backward to see if it looks the same. Alright, so whenever we publish this worksheet to let external users to fill in the table and submit their job application, these are all the information they have to fill in before submitted. And I also wish to change a suitable icon for my first worksheet. Since this worksheet are used to contain application information, still I wish to select an icon that looks like a human. Maybe this one. Okay, this one looks like a business card, so I'm going to use this one to represent my application information. And what's the next step? In the next step, after we have constructed the worksheet to collect the application information needed, we are going to publish this questionnaire. So in some public platforms such as our official website, such as in LinkedIn, such as in other job hunting platform, I want to put this application information worksheet into different channels. So maybe I can get more chance to get qualified candidates information. Okay, to do that, we're going to edit form. Instead of edit, we're going to the extend section, and here you will see we support a function that's called public form. Enable to publicly share the form out for external user to find out and click data for your worksheet. I'm going to turn on this function. See, I'm automatically navigate to this public form designing panel, and here we're going to design and maybe add more fields that need to be filled in before they submit their application. Okay, so from the design panel, I can submit the company. I can put our company logo here to represent this is a job information you're applying to this company. And here I'm just going to use the logo of Nocoly, that's our company logo, and application information. I think it's okay. I'm not going to adjust that. Applicant name is again all the information appeared simultaneously. However, I still wish to make some changes to make the whole page looks better. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is to set a cover, and here you can randomly pick a theme color that you think it's maybe pretty for your website. You can adjust the layout style here. You can choose the image as the background picture. And here, since I assume we're hiring a sales executive for Nocoly, which is an information technology company. So here I'm going to set the background picture to look like more fancy and technology. I'm going to choose the color blue. Maybe deeper blue can make the whole page looks better. And yeah, it's not bad, but it's incomplete and not detailed. For example, I wish to put more information about how we are going to do the screening process for potential applicant, and normally in how many days potential applicant that are selected to going to the next round will get an email or maybe a phone call from us. So I already prepared a paragraph to help me generate. I already prepared a paragraph of information, and I let ChatGPT to generate the information for me. So here I'm just simply going to copy and paste here to make the whole questionnaire looks more complete. And I put, thank you for your interest in joining company. To ensure a smooth application process, please review the following guidelines. You will be receive an acknowledged email within 24 hours of submitting your application. Due to the time limitation, I don't have enough time to teach you how to do this, how to make this process automatically done in Nocoly, but we can definitely do that for you. You don't have to spend your time to on this rather unimportant things. You can concentrate your attention into the core business decisions. Our hiring team strive to review all applications and provide back within 14 business days. I'm going to make it bold, within 24 hours. We value your time and effort, definitely, and we aim for efficiency. Delay may occasionally occur due to the high application volume. Thank you so much again for your patience, and we're looking forward, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I think there's one thing I want to share you about is this, to add a hyperlink. Actually, you can add a hyperlink, insert in embed to any of the word you select by through here. Okay, you can add a hyperlink here that can navigate to your official website. And currently, if I click to the link, it will show the page doesn't exist, an error message. That's because this questionnaire is not published yet. Okay, so later I will show you how this works. And Chinese appears. In case to let international applicant understand it, the whole page without barrier, I'm going to change it to English, or you can change it to any other language. And you can also change it to any other language that you think suit for you. And even here, even we're in the layout design panel, you can still adjust the way it displays itself by simply drag and drop. Okay. And you can also choose to make one file just invisible by either clicking from here or clicking from here. I'm going to make it more decent. And applicant menu should be put in the front. Reference attachment should be put in the back. Applicant email, and it looks much more decent than when we're at the very beginning, right? Then we can do more configuration settings by pressing these publish settings. And this is the secret weapon that help you streamline your business operation efficiency and help you record all the information that you need to identify which channel is actually the most efficient. For example, you can try to filter in the groups who decide who has the right to fill your questionnaire. For example, you can allow all users or only the user that has HAP account, or only the internal user, you add them into your internal organization. You can set the application period. For example, I'm going to set today. So that means from today, potential applicant can start to fill in their application form and submit to us. And the deadline is by the end of March. Maybe 2059 is more appropriate. And by clicking this countdown box, you're actually adding a countdown clock here in the title, to let applicant know if they're really interested in this position, they'd better take action as soon as possible. You can also decide to set the fill-in period, limit the number of collections. Maybe after I receive 100 resume from potential applicant, I will stop receiving more. You can also decide the limit fill-in times to decide whether the applicant need a password before they start to fill in the form. You can set more detailed functions here, and due to the time limitation, I won't go over one by one, but I want to raise your attention on this one. Received after submission. What does it mean? That means what you want to display to the user or to the applicant after they successfully submit a reply. Maybe I will type thanks for applying for Nocoly and save the settings. And the next section is about WeChat settings. These settings are mainly used by our users from mainland China because for most of the time they need to publish their hiring information on a WeChat public account. Since I guess this video will most benefit the international user, I will simply skip this part, but I also encourage you to explore this panel if you're interested. Okay, source parameters, extended parameters. These function actually help us to identify which channel is the most effective throughout the whole hiring process. How? I'm gonna show you. For example, I'm not going to use a unified link for all the channels. Instead, I'm going to split everything separately. Okay, so for linking, I'm going to generate a separate website link for linking, and maybe for our official website, I'm going to generate another link for them to use, and maybe hiring board, our third address. Okay, so I will copy the link to let you know the difference. For example, I just copy and paste the link we designed for linking especially, and you will notice that these links actually end with source equal to linking. And I copy and paste official website. These links actually end with source equal to official website, and so on. Okay, so in this way, you can easily distinguish which channel are actually doing the most of the work for you, and you can maybe improve your hiring strategy in the next time when hiring for another department. Okay, so this section help you record all the device information. For example, you can add a new text box that's called IP address to where? To your original worksheet. That means external user, when they fill in the form, they're not going to see it. They don't know these kind of information are being recorded when they fill in the form online, but actually we did it for you. Okay, I add 4 new text files that's called IP address to help you record which browser applicant are used, which device applicant are used when submitting their application, and which system. And finally, if you happen, I know that previously I just keep mentioning that HAP doesn't require any prior language on using our product. It doesn't require any language on coding. But if you happen, or your colleague happen to have some coding language, you can actually use this embed code and put and insert this questionnaire into your official website. So in this way, it's not necessary for you to tell the applicant, I'm actually using a product from Nocoly that's called HAP to let you fill this form and I get the data. It doesn't have to know. They doesn't have to know that. Instead, you can embed this questionnaire into your website, and they can just fill the form in the website that you gave to them. They won't be navigate back to Nocoly. Okay, it's for privacy protection. Okay, I just briefly walk through I just briefly walk through all the configuration you might possibly need through the whole process of building this talent management information. And now it's time for us to check the result. I click done. So all my configuration settings have been memorized by the system automatically, and I'm going to pretend I'm actually user. I'm an external user of Nocoly HAP, and I wish to apply for this job that's called sales executive. So this is what I will see if I am an external user. Okay, I don't have to register an account for HAP. I just click the link and then I can submit data. So I read through all the information. I clearly saw this rundown clock for me to remind me that in 26 days this position will be closed. I better hurry up. And I can also clearly see that there's no one ahead me have submit this form. So I'm the first one. I just randomly input some data and I just want to see the effect. I just want to show you how it works. Okay, all the information are actually make up by me. Okay, so I want to raise your attention on this section. Please fill in the application phone number. If I press only 7 digits, it will keep reminding that there's some error detected by the system and I can't submit my form. Why is that? Because I said this is Hong Kong region and Hong Kong phone telephone number are always in 8 digits. So I must text 8 digits before I successfully submit my form. How many years of experience I have? Maybe 1. And education level, bachelor degree. And I also took a fake CV online just to show you how it works. I'm going to take it. Okay, this is the fake. This is the CV, for example. It's not real. And confirm. Since I don't have a referee, I will skip this part and I submit. And you can clearly see that thanks for applying for Nocoly. Why we can show user this kind of information? Because we just decide what kind of receipt after submission they can see, and you can still feel free to revise it from here. Okay, so I have already submit a data entry. Then I go back to my worksheet. Oh, let's see. After I refresh my page, I already seeing one data entry is lying on my worksheet, and I go click and see what happened. Oh, this guy is called Jim. I have his email and telephone number. He has 1 year of relevant experience that's related to sales department. This guy probably just get his bachelor degree 1 year ago, and I can see the CV directly by clicking the box. Okay, I don't have to download and go find it in my download profile. You just see it in our platform. And what's more, this kind of information is actually not shown to the external user, but we help you record all the information that you might be interested. So this is my IP address, this is my browser. I'm using Chrome instead of Safari. I'm using my MacBook to submit this application, and my system is Mac OS. And this is pretty much it about what I want to show you today. And I know this looks rather simple because we only have 30 minutes, and I already show you if you have totally zero user experience, what you can do by using HAP to construct your very first app as well as very first worksheet. Okay, if you don't know what to do, always leverage AI to help you. Very simple rationale and very effective and useful product. And now I'm open to any question that you might be interested to ask. Okay? Q&A session. Feel free to ask any question if you have. And okay, I got one question from the chat box. How to handle the checking of phone number for Hong Kong, China mainland, and Macau? Thank you very much. That's a very good question. I'm going to quickly show you how to edit it. So we go to the configuration panel to revise on our worksheet, and we click our application phone number. You remember I just told you that in our right hand side, these are configuration panel for us to customize a single field. And every time you click a different field, what you can change are different. Okay, so this is the page that I can configure my application phone number. So the question is how to handle the checking of phone number for China, Hong Kong, and Macau. There one way is to, from the type, you can select phone or landline number, and the system will detect for you automatically. And if you have a special requirement on defining how many digits the telephone number should be, you can open the enable selection of country or region section and then adjust it from here. Okay, so the default country will always be China. Let's switch to Macau. Save. Then if you go out and submit another form, you will find out that the application phone number is changed. It's not force you to have 8 digit. It will force you to follow the Macau telephone format, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it how it works. I hope it helps, and I also welcome more questions from you guys. I will wait for 1 more minute. If there's no other questions, we will probably call it a day. Thank you so much for coming. $30 left for you guys to raise questions. And after we publish this public form, now we're going to click the hyperlink, and it will bring you to the website you embedded. Okay, you have to publish first, then it will works for you. Yes, thank you very much, York Joe. I believe this is one of my colleagues. He's also helped me answering the question that raised by another audience. In advanced settings, you can choose slots, allow regions, and the system will check it for you automatically, just as I see it here. Okay, we got another questions by Hong Hong, asking that can we see the submission time? Yes, definitely. That's the basic function of our HAP product. So actually there are several ways for you to check such information. The first one would be if you click in a single data entry, it will automatically show you when is the creation time of this single data entry. And the second way to check out is to go to the log function, and it will show you through what way, at what time, this data entry has been created. And there are actually more ways to help you see and store the submission time. You can also try to use, by clicking this small lightning icon, you can use workflow to automatically do it for you. Or you can also add another file that's called submission time, right? Submission time, and you switch to day and time, and we want to be specified to second, and we set the default value is always maybe at this moment. That means every time we create a data entry by external users, then these files called submission time will automatically help you record such information at the moment external users submit this data entry. Very good question. Thank you very much for your interactions. Okay, I think it's pretty much it. Before there's some other thing I want to show you. It's we want to, as I've mentioned at the very beginning, we designed this live streaming project to create more learning materials for international users, especially English speakers. So we also cherish this time to have the interaction with you through this behind the screen, and we want you guys to have more freedom to decide what you want to see, what we're going to share you with every Tuesday night. From here, go to our official website, click contact us. You can put anything, any comment about any suggestion to our live streaming project, what kind of topic that you're most interested in, and sort of things like that. We want you guys to decide what you want to hear for each session. Okay? If there's no more questions, we're going to end it here. Okay. Then we're looking forward to see everyone in the next episode. Thank you very much for today. Bye bye.